with new head football coach Greg Wright at Eau Claire High School. They're getting in the spring, Coach. First of all, welcome to Eau Claire. And
thank you.
Congratulations. I know you guys having a good spring so far.
Yes, sir. Going pretty good. You know, guys are excited about what we have going on. Just trying to change the mindset, change the culture, bring some discipline and some structure. But they're good kids here, and they're actually excited about what's going on, and everything is going pretty smooth.
Now, you played at South Carolina, played under Lou Holtz, and you coached at Fairfield Central, so you've been in some winning programs, so I know that you're trying to bring that tradition right here to this program.
Yes, sir. So just teaching them how to do the little things right. I always tell them if you do the little things right, everything else take care of itself. If you do right will follow. So just not just on the football field, but doing the right things in the classroom, the community, because it's a direct correlation to what we have going on in our program.
So you're doing those things, but like, we got to get to the X and O. So what are you employing as far as your offense is concerned and your defense is concerned?
Okay, defense, we just talk about being detailed at everything you do. Unselfish football, that's how we got it done. You know, places I've been, and that's the same thing I'm bringing here. You know, doing your assignment, doing your job, and make sure you're being accountable for everything that you're supposed to do in our defense.
And your offense look like you got some good skilled players. You got a quarterback that look very athletic. Is it going to be more of a spread?
Yes, we will be spread. We'll do some zone, inside zone, try to stretch the field, you know, on the perimeter, quick game, also a screen game as well. But quarterback, he's a sophomore, and I also have a junior quarterback. They're pretty good athletes and doing pretty well with everything we're giving at them.
Finally, you're in a tough division. You're coming out of, or conference, I should say. You're coming out of conference with Fairfield, with the Keenans, with some good football teams. That's kind of the two-way powers. And is that motivation for you and your ball club?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely motivation. You know, these kids grew up together, went to the summer and went to the same middle school, Gibbs and Alcorn. So it's definitely motivation for the kids, motivation for myself to, you know, try to bring the same culture and the mindset that we brought, you know, had the success at Fairfield over here to Eau Claire. You know, they have a lot of strong, rich program over here, rich tradition, trying to bring that back to the community.
Wish Coach Gregory Wright nothing but the best. Really, really nice young man. Got some other Gamecock coaches on his staff, and I know they'll get things turned around when you talk about the little things and discipline. There's no doubt in my mind he'll turn things around. Now to White Knoll, Dean Howell. Coming off a championship last year, a team that had a lot of good players, but now they got to deal with a lot of youth. And of course, they got started late. All of their quarterbacks on the baseball team. So we went there last week, we couldn't do any work, but this week they're in action and they're ready to go. Here's Coach Dean Howell and White Knoll. Really, third day of your practice, got a good rhythm going, looks like.
We're getting there. It was the first day. It was great to come out and see where our program is. You know, we came out the first day and we were able to run basically our entire offense and our entire defense. You know, against any look and everything. So it's a lot of fun to be able to know where we've come as a program and to get out here and see how efficient it's been and then have a little tempo, like you said.
8-4 last year, and correct, you won your division?
We did win the region.
And you lost some guys. Of course, you got a lot of young guys. Everybody's telling me you got a lot of youth out here, but look like they're up to speed, and some guys look very mature.
Oh yeah, we knew this would kind of be our year. Last year, had a great year, but it was strictly senior leadership that got it for us, and you know, some guys playing inside linebacker and some DBs and stuff that just held everything together. You know, we started 0-2, and we went off to win 8 games in a row. So it was fun to see and kind of lay the foundation for something that hopefully these guys can continue to build on.
Now, I remember seeing you guys a couple of years back. You used to pound the ball. I know the mentality has changed. You open things up offensively, it looks like.
Well, we want to throw the ball, but I mean, if we could come out and run the ball every single down, we would. But you know how it is. Everybody's going to start creeping people up and get them in the box, and when they do, that's when we're going to try to take advantage of the throwing game. But you know, we'll get there as far as throwing. We were talking about it coming up here. I mean, all of our quarterbacks are baseball players, so the rhythm ain't there yet, and we're trying to get there. But you know, they're working hard and they're getting after it, and we'll get there. I mean, we want to throw the ball as much as we can.
Let's talk real quickly defensively. You know, what's the mentality? I see guys moving around, look really good. Some big guys up front. You got some good athletic guys, but what's your mentality defensively?
We're gonna stop the run. We're finally physical and big enough, I think, to do that effectively without having to gamble and take a lot of chances. I think we can just line up and stop people. And it's a testament to what they've done in the weight room. Some of these bodies down here that played last year as sophomores have really changed, and I think it'll play a lot of dividends for us this year. But we're going to line up and play. I told Coach Kim does a great job with our defense. I told him we want to play fast, and if they're out there thinking and trying to get lined up, then we can't do that. So we're just going to line up and play.
One final question I'm going to ask you this, coach. You said you don't yell or scream. You know, you do things differently. First thing that came to my mind watching you coach is a Tony Dungy type of guy. You just kind of observe and you interject when you need to, but you have a different approach.
Yeah, I think if you'd have seen me 6 or 8 or 10 years ago, you probably would have thought differently. But I've had 3 kids in the last 5 years, and that's played a big part of it. And you know, there's no sense in it. There's a lot of wasted energy, I think, that goes on a lot of times. And we're here to coach them, and we're just teaching. It's just we're outside instead of up there in the building. So I wouldn't yell at them in the classroom, so we're not going to yell at them out here.
Coach Dean Howell, of course, I'm looking forward to the season. And he did mention Spring Valley has them for homecoming. Robin Bacon, Dean Howell coached together back in the day. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be back in just a moment.